Wow. Just wow. Okay. For those of you who don't know who this actress is, this is Allison Mack. She played on the hit TV series Smallville. She played Chloe, a character who was a sidekick, sometimes on and off again love interest of Clark Kent before he became Superman. Now, I used to watch this series like a hawk. I mean, this was one of my things. It's right up my alley of comic books. And it was an interesting take on the life of Clark Kent before he becomes Superman, moving to Metropolis and saving the world. This woman, Allison Mack, is now being touted allegedly as being part of a sex cult ring. Now, I had no idea about this story. I subscribe to the brother, Harvey Superboy. I love that man. He's constantly putting out content that I think is very educational to a lot of people. I suggest you subscribe to him. I'll leave a link in the description box for his channel. But I was quite taken aback by this story. So I went on Google and I go to check out what was just to get the logistics of this situation. Now, apparently this story was brought to light by an actress, an ex-soap actress, who her daughter had pretty much disowned the family and moved into this rehabilitation center, a self-help rehabilitation center touted by a gentleman. And apparently this sex cult forces young women to brand their genitals with initials. Now, these initials apparently had AM on them, which falls in line to many of the reports that Allison Mack is the second in command of this cult, and they basically beat, starve, and force the women of the cult to have sex with the men of the organization. And I gotta say, I was really, really shocked at this. I can't say that I am, but at the same time, I can say that I am, because right now in Hollywood, ever since the Harvey Weinstein situation has kind of unraveled, you're seeing more and more people come to the forefront and tell their truth about how shady Hollywood is. And this is just one more thing that aligns with that subject matter. So, yeah, Allison Mack, character of Chloe on Smallville. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see if by Monday, because the story broke yesterday. That's where I started seeing most of the articles dated. That's when they broke. It was yesterday. And I want to see if the major networks picked the story up this weekend. Because if this is true, it's alleging that there were hundreds of girls. And this is looking like one of the sickest sexual cults that has on U.S. history. And I'm going to leave a link in the description for a few of the articles so you guys can actually read up on it. It's actually disgusting. And it's just a further example of what's going on right now in the industry. I want to harken back to something. I really want to say something to Corey Feldman. If he may watch this video, I know he is trying to raise $10 million for a film in which he wants to produce and direct, and he wants to release it on his own because he's worried about Hollywood basically shunning it and not allowing the film to go to production. If it's true that he has these names that he is saying he has, and they're the major players in Hollywood, I think personally Corey should just go ahead and release those to the public. Get on a public forum. You've been going on Good Day America. You've been talking to other people. I think at this point in time, Corey, I don't think you have that much to worry about. Now, am I a little worried about the situation as a whole? Because I do find it ironic he goes on this 3-day media circuit, and then he is immediately arrested 2 days later and is now being held. I think that's a little shady. But again, he did say the powers that be are a hell of a lot more powerful than we think. Harvey Weinstein was it just was released that Harvey Weinstein actually hired a black market agency that put in place spies. I mean, this shit is deep level. So Corey Feldman deserves all the respect and credit in the world, because Corey Feldman has been the loudest one talking about this for several years. I mean, it's just, I'm just wondering when will this end. I mean, now you got Jeremy Piven. Actor Jeremy Piven is being accused of sexual harassment and sexual misconduct. I mean, it's just getting crazy now.